Hello everyone who loves ancient history and culture. Welcome to Arch and Time channel, where we continue our journey to uncover secrets from the past. Welcome to the special series Sa Huynh Warriors, a profound and captivating journey exploring one of the most mysterious and powerful ancient cultures in central Vietnam. Today, in the first episode titled Mystery from the Coastal Sands, Initial Discoveries and Research, 1909 to 1960, we will travel back over a century to witness the moment buried secrets under coastal sands began to be revealed. This is not just a story about giant pottery jars containing remains and artifacts, but also the journey of ancient warriors, the first in Vietnam to forge iron to protect their territory, sustain maritime trade, and preserve their cultural heritage. We will explore how these discoveries opened a new chapter in history, with Sa Huynh warriors represented through sharp iron weapons, symbols of strength and adaptation in a stratified coastal society full of challenges. Imagine a scene full of mystery. In 1909, at a sand dune along the Tra Bong River in Pho Than Commune, now Pho Han, Duc Pho District, Quang Ngai Province, French archaeologist Vinet was conducting geological and archaeological surveys. At that time, Vietnam was under French colonial rule, and Western scientists often came to exploit resources as well as explore ancient sites. Suddenly, Vinet's shovel hit strange hard objects, not rocks or seashells, but hundreds of giant pottery jars over 1 meter tall, buried shallowly under thin sand just tens of centimeters from the surface. Inside each jar were human remains that had been cremated or secondarily buried, accompanied by rich grave goods, intricately decorated pottery with complex patterns, sparkling agate and glass jewelry, and especially sharp iron blades, bronze sickles, and spearheads. About 200 such jars formed a mysterious depot of graves. This was the moment that marked the birth of the concept of Sa Huynh Culture, an early Iron Age culture later recognized as one of the important foundations of Vietnamese history. These images from museums and reputable archaeological sources clearly showed the displayed pottery jars, with details of jar burials and original artifacts, vivid evidence of Vinet's discovery, helping us visualize the scale of the grave depot under the coastal sand dune. Sa Huynh culture belongs to the early Iron Age, approximately 1000 BC to the 1st-2nd centuries AD, distributed along the central coast, with inhabitants mainly living along major rivers, seas, and islands. This discovery was not mere chance, but also reflects the diversity of sites, from jar burials to metal artifacts, helping us better understand an ancient society where people mastered iron forging to adapt to the challenging coastal environment. But what truly defines the image of Sa Huynh warriors? It is the iron weapon artifacts, among the earliest evidence of iron forging technology in Southeast Asia. We often find iron knives with blades about 20 to 30 centimeters long, sharp and simple hilts, ideal weapons for close combat and hunting, as well as defending coastal territory, especially in larger jar burials, likely belonging to chiefs or high-ranking warriors. Next are iron or bronze sickles, not just labor tools but also powerful combat weapons, while carrying symbolic power, with some influenced by exchange from Dong Son culture in northern Vietnam. And finally, bronze spears with pointed blades and long shafts, weapons for long-range combat, often appearing in burial rituals, proving extensive military and trade exchanges between regions. These weapons clearly reflect a stratified society where warriors played a central role in protecting the East Sea trade routes, a vibrant area but full of conflicts from pirates or neighboring tribes. The early appearance of iron in Sa Huynh shows a superior technological advance, helping inhabitants surpass the Bronze Age and affirm military strength. These ancient weapon artifacts clearly illustrate the exquisite forging techniques of Sa Huynh warriors, though some images relate to contemporary cultures for reference. Following Vinet's discovery in 1923, French engineer Labarre returned to Sa Huynh for more in-depth excavation in the context of the École Française d'Extrême-Orient, Ep.I, expanding research activities in Indochina. The results were published by Henri Parmentier in the work The Sa Huynh Jar Burial Depot in Quang Ngai. Annam, Ep.I Bulletin, Volume 24, published in Hanoi. Artifacts from this excavation, including many iron weapons, jewelry, and pottery, are still preserved at the Vietnam National Museum of History, Hanoi to this day, becoming precious sources for future generations. Parmentier described in detail the jar burial customs, where remains were placed in cylindrical or spherical jars, accompanied by artifacts reflecting coastal lifestyle and advanced metal forging skills. In the 1930s, pioneering female archaeologist Madeleine Colani officially proposed the term Sa Huynh Culture, 1936 to 1937. She compared Sa Huynh sites with jar burials in Binh Thuan and southern Vietnam, emphasizing early Iron Age characteristics and unique jar burial customs. Colani applied an intercultural approach, placing Sa Huynh in the broader Southeast Asian context. Later, William Solheim, 1959, developed the concept of the Sien Colani pottery tradition, a vast cultural exchange complex across maritime Southeast Asia, where iron weapons and pottery techniques spread, from Vietnam to the Philippines and Indonesia. Solheim argued that this tradition reflects migration and exchange among Austronesian groups, with Sa Huynh as the center, and Sa Huynh warriors likely used iron weapons to protect important sea routes. From an academic perspective, the 1909 to 1960 period was mainly led by French scholars in the context of colonization. Early excavation methods were criticized for lacking system and carrying diffusionist views, seeing Vietnamese culture as dependent on foreign influences. However, it cannot be denied that they laid a solid foundation, determining early Iron Age chronology, jar burial customs with cremation or secondary burial, diverse artifact types, and Sa Huynh's position in the Southeast Asian context. These studies also open comparisons with Dong Sung culture in the north, where bronze swords and drums reflect similar warrior societies, but Sa Huynh stands out with iron, a technological advance helping coastal inhabitants better adapt to harsh environments. From the grains of sand along Quang Ngai coast, Sa Huynh culture has emerged as a vivid picture of brave ancient warriors with iron weapons as proof of strength and creativity. But after 1960, war interrupted research, and only after 1975 did Vietnamese archaeologists continue the journey. How far will the territory map of these warriors expand? And what will new discoveries reveal about indigenous origins? Stay tuned for the next episode. The Return After War, Expanding Territory and Major Excavations, 1975 to 1990s. Thank you for joining Arch and Time channel. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. See you again.